Get it? Hey, all right. Sometimes you need a 95-year-old man to open the, open the bottle.
These things always work.
You're never gonna live that down.
That's amazing.
I enjoy every day of my life. Yeah, that's what keeps me going. I'm glad to be alive at 95. How many people do you know that are alive at 95? For one thing, you get a lot of respect, which you normally may not get. I've had old ladies helping me across the street. It's very embarrassing, but they want to help me. And old men want to help me. And I'm walking faster than they are. I attribute my longevity to the fact that I've lived a pretty clean life. I eat well. I try to eat my fruits and vegetables. I stay away from meat. They say exercise, socialize, and eat properly. 3 things. And those are the 3 things that dominate my life. I always remind your father of it too. When I was in my mid-50s, maybe 55, I realized I was a couch potato. President Nixon was the president at that time. And on TV, they showed him jogging in place. Physicians and that made him get up from his desk and do some exercise. When I was in my mid-50s, I began exercising. And pretty soon, I enjoyed it so much I was running up and down the steps. And then I was running around the block. And that sort of got me going on it. I enjoyed that. Apparently it helped pay off, because from then on, I kept on exercising. You know, considering my background, I didn't have nothing or anything, you know. And now that I have something, I'm content. Yeah, I don't want anything more. I'm happy with what I have. I knew that if I wanted to get ahead in the world, I had to be motivated, and I knew that I had to graduate from the U, get a degree. Otherwise, I'd be nothing. So that was the main motivation that I had. I feel proud that I accomplished this. I didn't have a pot to pee in when I was growing up. My parents were very poor, and they couldn't contribute to my schooling or anything. I knew I had to do it on my own. Work is not work. If you like what you're doing, it's a hobby. And that's the way I have always looked at work. Some people think I'm always working. I'm not always working. I'm engaging in my hobby. I enjoy doing things like that. I enjoy puttering around with numbers, you know, and to me, that's not work. When I was still working, so to speak, I used to go into the office at the Larson Companies, where there was a client of mine that got real big. And the boss there would say, "What are you doing here? It's not your day to be here." I said, "I got nothing to do. I mean, I like coming here." Oh boy, I don't know if I ever retired. I must have been in my early 80s when I quit working over at the company I was with, the Larson Companies.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack. Happy birthday to you.
Shows you what walking on that treadmill will do for you. Short time back, I complained to my son that I don't like doing dishes or doing kitchen work. So he came up with the bright idea that maybe I should have a housekeeper, a 20-year-old one. I said, that's too young, maybe it should be 30 years old. So we agreed on that, but then after a while I began to think that my neighbors wouldn't like it. So anyway, I thought over and over again, what could I do as a substitute? So I made a sign, and I put it up over my sink so that when I do my dishes or housework, I see it. And on the sign, I printed the words, "Be grateful." When I look at that sign, I realize how many things I should be grateful for. We all have good things and bad things, but we don't appreciate the good things enough. Those are my two favorite words, be grateful. That's why I got it over my sink, the sign. Be grateful. I don't begrudge the fact that somebody else has a bigger car or something else or a bigger house. I'm happy, I'm content with what I have. And that's the way I think it should be. Yeah, I can't complain. Like I say, I'm very happy with the way my kids turned out. I have the best son and daughter and the best grandchildren. And you ask anybody around here, they'll tell you what I said. I think one of the better parts of it is that I've been able to enjoy being with my family more. Yeah, you know, Janice, your dad, you kids. Yeah, that's the best part. Mm-hmm. I've been able to enjoy that. And I've always enjoyed being part of the family, and now I've been able to take advantage of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the important thing. So I have a lot to be grateful for. I'm happy at this age, and I thank God for giving me all these good things in life. And I'm happy that you, my friends and relatives, are here tonight helping me celebrate. Thank you.